Hello guys, in this class we will study about the menstrual cycle. So first of all, what is menstruation? The menstruation is the periodical process by which blood and mucosal tissues get discharged from the inner lining of the uterus through the vagina. And the inner lining of the uterus is known as endometrium. And this phenomenon commonly termed as the period. The onset of the menstruation in females at puberty is known as menarche, and the stoppage of the phenomenon during 45 to 50 years of age is known as menopause. Now, the phases of menstrual cycle. There are 4 phases of menstrual cycle, and the first phase is the menstruation phase. During this phase, the actual menstrual flow occurs and it lasts up to 3 to 5 days. Now, the incident that takes place here is the uterine endometrial lining and blood vessels go through breakdown, and come out of the vagina in the form of liquid substance. This happens only if the ovum released is not fertilized by the sperm, and lack of the menstruation phase indicate the possibility of pregnancy. Now, the next phase of the menstrual cycle, which is the follicular phase. During this phase, the follicles undergo maturation, and incidents involved in this phase are the primary follicle undergo maturation and turn into Graafian follicle, and the uterine line of endometrium proliferate to regenerate, and the level of ovarian hormone increases. Now, the third phase of the menstrual cycle, which is the ovulatory or ovulation phase. During this phase, the ovum released from the ovary, and the incidents that takes place here are both the anterior pituitary hormone LH and FSH reach the peak of their levels and the level of estrogen increases in the blood. LH secreted rapidly, which induces the rupture of Graafian follicle and the ovum release is more facilitated and surge of LH level causes the ovum to be released. Now the last step of the menstrual cycle, which is the luteal phase. This step is characterized by the formation of carpus luteum. This phenomenon involves the formation of carpus luteum from the remaining part of Graafian follicle after the release of ovum. It occurs from 15 to 28 days. The progesterone is secreted from the carpus luteum and the uterine glands become secretory again and endometrium thickens again. Now the hormonal control of the menstrual cycle. The estrogen is produced from the ovarian follicles by the action of FSH, and the full form of FSH is the follicular stimulating hormone, and the progesterone is secreted from the carpus luteum by the action of luteinizing hormone. The increased level of estrogen causes the menstrual phase, and the ovulation is caused by the luteinizing hormone. The estrogen induced proliferative phase in the human being, and progesterone induces secretory phase. So this is the whole process of the menstrual cycle. For now, bye bye and thank you.